Now let's take a look at matched and unmatched analysis. First, let's start with the unmatched data. Here we have an example. We're interested in knowing if smoking is associated with coronary artery disease. And we have two strata of two genders, male and female, and these are the results. From the results, we can create a data set. Let's just say we received this information in an Excel file. So we are going to write a SAS program. So we're going to write a SAS data set. We're going to code female as 0, male as 1, smoking 0 if no, 1 is yes, and coronary artery disease 0 is no and 1 is yes. Then we can calculate the crude odds ratio. In this case, so we're simply going to look at the association between smoking and coronary artery disease, no other variable. In the result, we're going to look at, we can look at the mental health, so we're going to have the odds ratio is 2.79 with these confidence intervals. Then we can look at the adjusted odds ratio. We're going to adjust for sex. So we're going to put sex here as first variable before the smoking by coronary artery disease. And we're going to look at the adjusted odds ratio. In this case, is 2.85 with this confidence interval. So we're going to compare then the crude and adjusted odds ratios. If they differ by more than 10%, we will say there is confounding and we want to include sex and adjust for it. If there is less than 10% difference, we can report the crude value. So how do we calculate an adjusted odds ratio by hand? So we have a table here with different strata. In this case, we have two strata, female and male. So this I is representing the stratum, is other one. It could be the first stratum is female, the second stratum is male. AD are the cells. Now keep in mind, always take a look at the orientation of the table. And so you're going to multiply A by D divided by the total N for that stratum. And you're going to sum that across all the strata. And then you divide by B by C divided by N. And that again would be the sum of all the strata. So how do we do it in this case? You can hit the pause button and try and solve it, and then move on to the next slide. So this is what we're going to do. So we're going to repeat this again for every stratum. So for the first stratum, we're going to do 8 by 11 divided by 33. 8 is cell A, because it's double yes, and the double no is D, which is 11. 33 is 15 plus 18. So that would be 33 here. So that would be the first stratum. Then you sum that to the results of the second stratum, which is 21 and 9. So you multiply those two and divide by the total, which is 45, which is 18 plus 27. Once you've done that, then you divide by the BC divided by N, doing the same. And your result will be 2.85. You can compare this to the results you got from the ProgFreak.